Well, hello and welcome to tonight's show. I am currently looking for my coffee mug. So we're having some technical difficulties here, mild ones. Let me see what we have going on over here. Not too much. Alright, well, let's fire up Homecoming and see how it goes. My super complicated password is never my friend. All right, I think we're in. Well, let's go ahead and pop in and see who is hanging out tonight. I have not been on, pardon me, I have not been on since last week, so we'll see how this goes. I believe, if memory serves, I have all of my required sets. Some of them could use upgrades. That's all right. All right, everything there looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to take like 2 minutes and try to find that coffee cup. It can only be one of 3 different places. Be right back. Okay, it was in the second place. Double check I have some audio going here. Pardon me if you guys hear an echo. I think we're good. All right. I see no compadres. Although I have not really strongly looked. I see nobody. Well, I don't need to get any levels for this character, so if I'm going to be alone, let me get somebody who can handle being alone. These guys are all 50s. 50s. Mostly 50s. I really wanted to like Seismic Blast, but it's so visually corrupting. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's fine for the actual blaster, but A little difficult for anybody who's staying up in combat. Well, somebody just logged in. Oh, look who's all festive. And you have your matching lipstick going. Yeah, look at me, I'm totally festive. No, I'm just tweaking it to get the video up. Right now, the video is huge. I'm having a major difficulty trying to actually grab that little thing right there. Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Nice. Well, I again have not heard from Zach. Let me kick back through Discord and see if anything was there. Oh, well, there you go. I see. Well, there you go. Now that he's no longer going to be Superman, you mean? Well, the drinker also has no idea what anybody's going to do with the franchise. And he believes that they've got no anchors. Well, it's not just that. They don't have a locked-in Batman. They don't, you know, I believe that Jason Momoa is done as Aquaman. So all of these things that they built their brand up on a certain number of people with a certain amount of charisma. And now it sounds like the Man of Steel 2, that's canceled, he's out. And Wonder Woman 3 has been canceled. So that's probably it for Gal Gadot's run. What happened here? Oh, apparently it's a different resolution on the character select screen. So yeah, his big thing was, so people, you know, they had charismatic anchors for these things. Nobody's gonna come, and with Ezra Miller being they're lucky they're even gonna get a movie out of him. But they have to, because it's Flashpoint, which is kind of the basis of everything else that's supposed to be coming up. And it's already $200 million into the hole. It's Infinity War, is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, they're saying, well, who do they have out in Hollywood that's going to step in and play the part of Superman that's in his 20s? It's going to be somebody no name, and then who's going to go see a brand new Superman movie with a no name actor on it? there was quite a quite an intense discussion about that with the drinker. All right, I'm assuming that you're in. You know, that's really up for Santa to decide. I'm currently good because we were running missions in Grand, or not in Granville, but in Peregrine. So I can invite. I'll have to go a little bit lighter than what we would in the future with Zach here, but. Alright, what do I have for missions? I have defeat all in Malta base. Oh god. Freaking Malta. Who's my contact that I'm done talking to? Must be an evil contact. Alright, I got a teleporter. I should probably open up the stream. Gotta open that garage. All right, here we are. I see you have the lipstick and the happy hair. The happy hair? All right. I need a pet. It's supposed to get cold there or what? I'm a joker. I'm a toker. I'm a midnight shoveler. Get my lovin' on the run. Well, you know. You just know. All right. My voice is surprisingly hashed on. My voice is surprisingly hashed on today for some reason. I don't know why. Rescue the real ambassador. He could be anywhere. Yes. And you knew that he was lying. Mm-hmm. Did you ask him what in the history of your conversations would make you believe that if you work your butt off for another year, that you might be up for a promotion for the next year? You still have your responsibility to evaluate them as well, right? So there's no bottom up feedback. Huh. It's so weird that you guys have huge turnover. Shuffling leadership, just where they keep on moving people around from spot to spot. Same people over and over again. Well, at least it isn't a gigantic map with just tons of stuff to go through. Smell it. Aren't they shiny? So what was the point of bringing somebody in then? And training there? So where do those guys come from? Did you go upstairs? Yeah, I just can't figure out how they all got aggro all of a sudden. It's weird. Gotta heal. Alright, there's a couple up top yet. You've seen Lost Boys, right? Mm-hmm. Kiefer Sutherland. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. Well, there weren't any werewolves in it. So you might not have been paying as close attention. To me, that means you think you graduated to werewolves. The Blair Witch Project. I'm kidding. It has the word under in it. The name of the movie. What? It has the word under in it. Under, yeah. Well, that's zombies. And that's like Kate Beckinsale. Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally forgot Anne Rice was a thing. It's a bit of a slog. I'm not sorry that I actually read it, like all 7 volumes, but it was a slog. I think you might actually like it though, to be honest. There's a lot of, I guess, 1950s romance novel built into it. Found him. Is that fiction? Not a huge fiction reader. I have a very narrow lane in fiction. Freaking sleeping. I think these 3 are the last ones. You know, the guy's gonna kill me. Actually, I think that you would really like a lot of Ayn Rand because she is very much the libertarian ideal. Everybody always holds her up as being this huge conservative model, but the reality is she's really not. She's more about meritocracies and stopping regulations from ruining creativity. It's a very heavy-handed book. It's future. It's a future Earth where everything is kind of blown up. There was war, or there was the collapse of all the civilizations. However, at that time when she wrote it, it was in the 1950s, I believe, and she had made it so that almost all of it was about the railroads being the drivers of. Oh, there's one. There's a little group down here. The drivers of technology, and how the world had forgotten all of the different things that had happened. They'd all kind of regressed because nobody had the knowledge anymore. So it's dystopian, and it's kind of it's not steampunk, but it's similar to steampunk. It's like what would have happened in the 1980s or 90s had things fallen apart or blown up in the 1950s. I think I have it on tape. I should probably just send it to you. I'm not gonna listen to it again. But yeah, the main subplot in all of it was how these people wanted to create a better world again, but there was so much bureaucracy that if you excelled at something, the government automatically decided to hold you back because you were excelling more than somebody else was. And so if you took over a railroad somewhere as part of a country and you did really well regarding it, they would limit your access to tracks. They would charge you more for things. So it would enable people who had no interest at all in actually doing something successfully to stay in these positions for their entire lives and pass that on to their kids and kids and kids, where there's like 3 or 4 different people that basically were responsible for pushing the world forward. It was interesting. There's a lot of schlock in it, though. Oh. I don't think we were in that mission long enough for me to get my, I do not have it. But we can just pop over to Ouroboros. Yeah. It's the one that says Peregrine on it. I suppose we've been running mostly red stuff for a while, so you won't necessarily know that. And his men. But anyhow, I'm not sorry that I wrote it. It's a pretty big investment in time, and to me, I'm not big into drama, and there's a lot of drama built into it. Call me Ishmael. It's not any worse than Old Man on the Sea. Really? You're not a big Ernest Hemingway fan? Well, it's kind of a bit different genres. different generations too. I'm only held and stunned. Oh, now I'm stunned. Now I'm stunned and held. Now I'm stunned. Nice. Yeah, that's usually how I know how far you are along too. Alright, I gotta figure out a different way of doing this. What if I just do this? That was ballsy. Alright. We have to just defeat the dude and his men, so I think we just skip through stuff. Guessing this way. Hello, Titan. It was a bit of ways away, but I can still hear you, mostly. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, yeah, that must be awfully scary to have something big and close to your mouth like that. Yep. Frightening. Mm-hmm. Was there a... Oh, I was gonna say, was there a freaking sapper in there somewhere? But there wasn't. Well, I mean, he wasn't in that group we were just fighting. I kept on seeing these little blasts every once in a while. Oh, he was hitting John. Psst, psst, psst. In or out, in or out, in or out, in or... Okay, I'm just gonna go in. You're standing right in the doorway. I couldn't get in. It's not part of any mission that I'm aware of, but... I think I need to lead with the mushrooms more often. Oh. I didn't even see these guys. Probably gonna die. Not gonna die. So is it my imagination, or is that video of that lady that I sent you, doesn't she look like she's pretty baked in it? I don't know. I don't think I've seen. Oh, there must be. Wait a minute. Did we miss something? Oh, elevators over here. Oh my God. Just so you know, you're currently standing in fire. What? Yeah. I can see how those are the only two options usually. I see another hostage over there. I don't really know what the point of them is because they're not part of our mission. Yeah, but I mean, what's the point? It's not part of our mission objectives. It's a dead end over here. Oh, looks like you found something. Mm-hmm. Well, it has to be down and over, it looks like. John, you ruined my poll. Yeah. I don't know. Things seem pretty flexible in there. I want to pull around the corner. I only got one person. John's never going to let them get here. That's all right. I see somebody else getting threatened in that room back there. But that doesn't help us anymore than anything else has up to this point. This has got to go through here. Freaking red herrings all over the place. All right, so this goes to where? Oh my God. What do you mean? It does most of my damage. Well, this is a really big floor, but I'm not seeing any Moment and his men in here. Probably several, I would think. Kind of looks like we've been all over this level, though. Back to the other big room. There's a couple little side rooms off of that big room here. Oh, there's a whole other section over here. Yeah, these missions can't get any cooler. At least it's with a really fun group. Good team to fight against. Malta. Is my face like locked in one spot? Nope, never mind. I'm good. I just saw a delay in the stream and I thought it was actually live. It's cool. Oh, there's like gunslingers around every corner. How's your groin? How's your groin? I tried to condition you to not feel that way, but you're just having none of it. You know, different men and make him doubt his skill. I'm all for trying something different for context, because this one sucks balls. I don't have any other context. Let's see what else I can come up with here. Captain Nolan, we could run newspaper missions. Fireball is dark. Dark Ward, isn't it? Remember the Dark Ward missions where we had that castle and all the books and spears killed us? Those are those missions. All right, I have I have a normal one here. Investigate the latest death. Go to the docks. To go to the dock side. Little birdie tells me you're getting your butt kicked by something. Oh, I think this is the lead into Dark Astoria. Are you 46? You're 49 because of me. You are 45. How far are you into 45? Okay. Do you have to pee by chance? Okay. I have a solo mission. I could just park you. Yeah, I'll just park. You can park here and I'll come back for you. That's good. I had to. It's a single player mission. I figured you would do the walk or let them outside, use the bathroom, and get something to eat. So there's plenty of time. Every time you get up from the desk, you usually come back with something to eat. All right, I have a mission to Dark Astoria. Oh, apparently there's no active mission. Oh, that's cool. Guess I'm gonna cancel it. There's no active mission. Apparently, that's not a mission we can get to. Yeah. I'm gonna go to yeah. And then Atlas Park. Are you sure I can take it? Need to saw anything? We're at since we're here, I'm gonna sell some stuff. All right, empty. Gonna head to Portal Corp over by the monorail. Oh, for your enhancements. I got nothing to worry about anymore. I think I have all of my sets. Yeah, it looks like it. I could use four catalysts, I guess. I don't think I have that many catalysts. In fact, I don't have any catalysts. Oh, I have three. All right, I just need one more. Nice. Anyhow, yeah, Dark Astoria. We can go through here. I mean, I made a pretty good career out of doing that for you, too. It's good work if you can get it. It's a big zone. Apparently got to find my way around here for a little while first, and then they'll give me a mission. Yeah. I'm gonna park it just for a minute. I'll see. This is another talk to, I'm guessing. Did you get something with frosting? Oh, I see. Or continues to be a win for you. Oh my God. Yeah, I've assembled the team. I can pull you over. Awesome. This is so much better. You know, I've actually run all the way through this mission before and not realized I had to talk to Sigil first. Fought my way all the way to the end, and I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? And then you come back and you talk to Sigil, and everything spawns in again. But, you know, the money's good. They're spread out enough that we don't really have to worry about them too much. Alright, so we can't get to that spot. I suppose we have to loop our way around like 3 times to get to it, because that's awesome. Well, I haven't. I had her held, but yeah. You can call it. We each one-shot her. I think you can get the information on all these things. I guess not. They do give you what they drop for salvage, though, which is interesting. What just happened there? Oops. I may lose you. Nope, we're all right. Okay, we have to get back out now. Oh, looks like we keep on going forward. You know, I like the Santa app, but I think I'm still more fond of the your Thanksgiving outfits. Oh, last year's. Mm-hmm. Yep. And no top. That's weird. You don't even need that though. Just got a Paragon badge, whatever that is. You went off on your own. I see. It's a noble effort. That works. This puberty thing's got to end at some point, though. It's got to end. My voice will eventually change. Yeah. All right, I gotta go talk to the contact again. I think you made a right choice. Wouldn't change a thing. I think you said that. You may be repeating yourself. That's all right, though. I think you said that on a previous stream. No. The thing about the TV. Makes sense. Watching on the big one. So, I'm going to ask you this with love. Since you died at the last part of that last mission, what don't you have currently? There you go. I just saw you running face first into all these rooms thinking, well, We just saved ourselves that. Mostly your stealth. What is going on over here? Oh, here's the elevators. Oh shoot, we have to actually look for stuff though. I don't know if I have to kill them off, but in particular, unless they're Knives of Vengeance leaders. Oh, John got his butt kicked. Alright, apparently the bosses are the leaders. That was one. Did you say you found some other, or those weren't leaders from what you said, right? Yeah, I think we can go down then. My sister was born on November 29th. I mean, we were born in different years. So our actual birthdays were, a few years apart. My parents were so broke that they had to take a loan out from my grandpa to pay for the $50 that they owed the hospital. And then they were too poor to get any Christmas gifts. They had a tree they got, but they couldn't afford to get any new decorations for it or any presents for each other. And so they put my sister underneath the Christmas tree because that was their present for that year. Yeah, especially because my mom had spent the 3 years up to that point in time crying on the edge of the bed saying, no, not even 3. The 10 months since they had gotten married, crying that she would never get pregnant. And I guess it was a year. So she wasn't pregnant for like 3 months. And then she was very pregnant. I think this is the boss here. Hey, Zach. Merry almost Christmas, Zach. She's a little more dressed up than I am. Oh, my pet got killed again. I have 0, so I'm going to say yes. Yes, you are. Although I'm getting the white beard, you cannot yet pull that off. Yeah, you're a little bit too young to have the white though. Yeah. Well, it's jokes, Christina. You know how when Obama took office, he looked like he was about 40 years old. When he left office 8 years later, he looked like he was 70 years old. That's very common with presidents. It doesn't bode well for Mr. Biden. If he came in looking like he was almost 80, I honestly hope not. I really do. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I think that I think we're seeing his decrease. Wait a minute, what are we supposed to do with this guy? Is he like this guy's just standing here? We don't have to. Okay, it's fine. Are you in, Zach? Hold on, I can find out. Oh, okay, that's fine. No, I don't take it personally. Everybody's got stuff they have to get done. We're going to see if you can get Christina to 46. Gotta be close. Good, so you left me on this floor by myself to fight my way through things? And then one up a level? Nice. She might not be the best option for a tanker, Zach. I don't know. Huh? I think that's just her genetics. You're talking about their names? Do you know how when we click on things and you say, oh, that's a red? Do you think that that means that they're evil? No. So when they're green, what does that mean? No. So I did not know that you were not necessarily aware of the conning system in MMOs. So the white names mean they're exactly the same level as you. The yellow names mean they're one level above you. The orange names mean they're 2 levels above you. The red means they're 3 levels above you. The purple means there are 4 or more. Then I don't understand your question. I'm going to have to ask you to restate your question. Oh, you mean is she a blue con? Oh, she is white, isn't she? You know what? I take it back. I take it back. She is absolutely right, Zach. Correct. I thought you meant the names. I thought you meant the names. Oh, however, when I did ask you what a red con meant, that meant that you thought that they were evil or bad for us. But that's all level based. So if it's a white name, they're our level. If it's a green or a blue name, they're 1 level below us. If it's a green name, they're 2 levels below us. If it's gray, they're 3 or more levels. Okay. I think we confused each other. Or he's up here, but I'm guessing he's downstairs. So Zach, do you guys get all decorated up for Christmas? And are you in town or are you out of town? Not to mention the fact that your guys' electricity is somewhat like liquid gold at this point, so running additional lights and things doesn't seem like it's necessarily financially a wise investment. Didn't they, isn't there like a service where people come in and paint your yard green? I swear there is. Well, I would guess the people who are painting their yards green probably don't care. Oh goodness, that's a red. So were you in Southern California? Where is that in? I'm not familiar with it enough. Is that between LA and San Francisco or not? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely southern then. So I'm kind of surprised they even have lawns there, to be honest, with the rain being what it is. I have the incidental music going on in my head for the last 2 days for Star Wars. Yeah, it's been going on in the background in my head for like 2 days now, and I have no idea why. And there's no end to it because there's no end to it in the movie. So. Yeah, I don't know. I think what it is I think I watched a movie, like an early '70s movie that had John Williams doing the music on it, like pre Star Wars. And I think I was sleeping, and part of it reminded me enough of it that it stuck that thing in my brain. It's been there ever since. I've been watching. There's what's it called? The Red something or other. There's a channel on YouTube that has a bunch of guys reviewing really bad movies. And you all right? I thought I saw you close to tumbling there. No, I'm guessing she just tripped on something. I gotta figure what it is now. Do you have a fire going? You could probably get them warm. Set those puppies on fire. Tube.com. That's why I'm never going to actually buy her a puppy. Would I risk it? That's the question. Switch. Hey, I'm not the one lighting puppies on fire. I saw a picture of his head underneath the wood stove. I see a disembodied head or disembodied body or disenheaded body. There we go. With his body and legs and no head. And his head's underneath the wood stove. I'm thinking maybe that isn't the best place for him to learn to put his head. It's Red Letter Media. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Zach. Yeah, there's so many. But yeah, Red Letter Media has a bunch of like independent directors and people who have worked in movies. It was based out of like Arizona for a long time, and I think now it's based out of Milwaukee. So anyhow, every show, I'm sorry, I've been watching they have a lot of stuff, but I've been watching Best of the Worst, or they'll pick 3 bad movies every show to watch, and then they'll do a description of it. They'll read off the actual book, the back of it. Usually it's gonna be VHS, most likely. And they'll cluster around in 2 couches, in the middle of what appears to be a warehouse full of old movies, and they'll watch it and they'll laugh about things. They won't actually, do the voices, so it's not like, they're not doing riff tracks. But it's rather humorous. It's very much geeky humor. There's one guy that reminds me so much of somebody, and I can't think of who it is. Joseph the Wizard something or other. He reminds me of a guy I worked with once, I think. He used to own a comic book store. But yeah, usually the movies are like 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Anyhow, I think that in the process of having that going in the background, I may have happened on an autoplay that ended up with John Williams music. He wasn't big before he did Star Trek, was he? Or Star Wars, I mean. He did everything. I know he did all of the Indiana Jones stuff, but I know he also did hold on a second. Jurassic Park. I think he did Jurassic Park, didn't he? I think so. Yeah. It's another Spielberg. No, it wasn't Spielberg, was it? It was Ron Howard. Was he in Jurassic Park, the first one? I thought Ron Howard was involved in that. Was Spielberg a producer? I'm looking at Christina. She looks like she was pretty sure about that one. But anyhow, I'm pretty sure he did some, like at least one movie that didn't really go anywhere, but the music in it was really good. I think I happened upon that, and it started this whole Star Wars thing for me. I thought Ron Howard did Jurassic Park. That's really weird. I could have sworn. Alexa? Who directed Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park was directed by Steven Spielberg.
Where the hell did Ron Howard come into play then?
Academy Awards.
That's really going to bother me. Or maybe it was Clint Howard. Yeah, I know. the most recent one made a point of showing her butt as often as possible. Yeah, it's really weird. It was like the second Wonder Woman. Looking up at the crotches, yeah. You know, I hate to say this, but there's a certain amount of people out there who have the ego that they want that shot to be taken too, though. Yeah. Speaking of asses, is Bruce Willis like out of acting now? And that's just aphasia, right? They haven't determined the cause of it. I've actually had aphasia. I'm very curious. I saw a meme about people in different generations, and it was like the boomers are saying, looking back at their pictures, I can't believe I wore bell bottoms, and then the was it the Gen Xers or whatever said something about, I can't believe I had my hair cut like that. And then the millennials were like, I can't believe I was goth for a while. And the Gen Zs were, I can't believe I cut off my penis. We all have phases. Some are a little more damaging than others. See, goth wasn't a thing when I was in school. I'm guessing you guys both experienced it to some degree. Kiefer Sutherland in Lost Boys? Yeah. Very natural looking. We were much more likely in my generation to wear parachute pants and acid wash zines. That might have been kind of a thing where you grew up too, though. Yeah. Because I gotta say, no matter where I've been in my life, the tracksuits have never ever been a thing. All right, we have to find one more quickie. It sounds like. No, my extended family was all teachers in like Lutheran schools or farmers, which were, had kids that grew up to be teachers in Lutheran schools. So there was never a lot of money. There was a lot of patching, a lot of heavily patched things. So when you got something new, you never wanted it to be ripped. So we were the kids of the that were alive during at least part of the Depression. So you had this stuff drilled into you where, my parents would have never understood the whole idea behind wearing pants with holes in them. Just would not have gotten it at all. I actually try to wear mine out to that point. Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. They have like the back half of it. Yeah, yeah. They probably paid like $80 for it. Yeah, yeah. Although you have explained in fairly decent detail the outfits you used to use when you first got to Maine. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you said that's like the style of it. Yeah. So, I mean, it could be that you're cold as well. One doesn't know. So yeah. I mean, everybody's got clothes that that you grew up in. You're thinking, hey, it's just not good. It's not good. I'm also going to tell you right now, Christina, that I never bought any tops that didn't have backs to them. So you got me on a couple different fronts there. I just got ambushed. So I don't get that because you have a lot of hair. Just that you wanted to have options, I guess. You didn't whiteface, did you? Okay. Don't want you stealing, you know, culture. See, all these things you think are cute always sound to me like sexual assault. She said she went to the office the other day and about 80 people were rubbing her belly. I'm like, really? You would, people do that. Really, they do that. Well, I'm going to. I think even if I did, if I showed up 9 months pregnant, I don't think anybody would be willing to give me a hug. Sexism. Hashtag sexism. And you're right. You're right. I don't. Then again, I'm used to different sets of manners from people than what you're used to. I cannot imagine anybody here suggesting that somebody's pregnant. And I think I've said this. Unless they physically see the baby coming out of the mother, you're not going to assume that that woman is pregnant. You're just not going to do it. People like cheese too much around here. No, it's just that you're... All right, that's fine. You know, you remember it all you want. I will say this. One of us has got perfect recall, and another one of us remembers the concept of things. So we can go with whatever you like on that. You remember the feeling of it. Why do these missions all seem so crappy? Why are they all so crappy? So if I got a gift for being good, can I give you the gift or do I get the gift? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can give you a gift in real life. I mean, I'm guessing. Info. Do you have some sort of weird anti-leveling thing going on, or? I don't know. It's a gift. It's a temporary power. Hold on. Let me see if I can give it to you. Did you get something? Oh, get a towel. I think I may have just gotten like 250 influence out of that. Wasn't really much of a gift. Oh, I have heard, I could be wrong, that the final Indiana Jones, as they had leaked it before, is going to happen. Yep, where they're gonna go back in time. He's gonna meet his younger self. And he's gonna sacrifice himself that he never exists, and then there's gonna be a woman that takes over and is Indiana Jones. Yep, so none of that ever happened. Christina and I talked about that a couple weeks ago. Would like to have a word. But to her credit, she did end up coming back and owning up to it, which is more than I think I've seen from a lot of people. When you go low, they go lower. Yeah, I did see that. That was, and the thing that bothers me, I think, is why would you as an interviewer not say you're definitely one of the most famous for it? Or you got to stand on the shoulders of giants or something similar to that. I think the whole idea is that she was there to promote something, and the interviewer didn't want to call her out and say something, so just let it slide. I don't know what happened there. It was a woman interviewing her. I mean, it could have been a man. I don't know. We're okay. He definitely had his attention. Oh, what do we got here? What do I need? Powers. Can you get all of the above, Christina? Or do you only have the option for the bottom one? Oh, but do you have 3 options or just one option? Okay. But you have to be 46 to collect them. You're like probably this far away from being able to get the other 2. But this is just a series of a bunch of them. So the components are what you use to make your incarnate powers. I have to figure out what I need. I need judgment, ionic. I need semi-conscious energy. that option. I need Warren Spellbook. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, there was a list of them. Sigourney Weaver. It was Linda Hamilton. Gosh, I'm blanking on it now. Let's imagine, you get asked questions all the time. Has to be hard to not biff it. Although it sounds to me like she was stroking her own ego at the time, so. All right, new contact. Moo Vorkin. Use your words. Okay, I don't think you can do it here, but if you want to pop over to Pocket D, you can do it there, and I can teleport us back over. All right. Beep, 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 beep. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Oh. Okay. I was going to do a team transporter, but I think he just took off. Do you need to get the ball now? We had 444 unique viewers in the past 28 days. Who knew? Who knew? I think it's more of a we're fancy thing. Should. Definitely should. If I could figure out if I could figure out a way to wear my cowboy hat and the headset at the same time, I would never, ever not have it. This is my American accent. I'm using a hint of what's going on here. Is your like screen all crazy? You don't see like fuzziness around the edges and like faces and things? No, no, no. Look up and like up and around the corners. Do you have the stream open? You don't have it on yours. Maybe so. Ice Mistral. Yeah, it was kind of a complete pain in the ass before. It's someplace that isn't Peregrine Island. These guys are spreading out like assholes. There we go. See, I didn't actually mean to say that they're spreading out like assholes, but it came out that way. A proctologist thing, yeah. Oh, well, I think we have... What? I thought... do you guys don't have days where you share those pictures, do you? Oh, okay. Uh, okay. Well, I mean, she is like second year med student, I guess, so. When did they do cadavers? Is that like first or second year? That was pre-med, right? I know they don't do it in nursing school until like the third year. What kind of bodies are we talking about here? I was never a big fan of the smell. Is that with a long E? I never heard of it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Appears to be an open elevator shaft here. And you're going back to the beginning. You said you didn't have a fog. What? Open what door? I didn't. We were already inside at that point. You're a very complex individual to talk to sometimes. When. Zach, do you remember what level we were? Yeah. You were ahead. Yeah, you were like 8 levels ahead of us. No. No. I think when she was starting out, and the mechanisms in the game kind of help you do that too. When you were starting the character new, I think she was in her 20s. Yeah. And I think I was like 18 and you were like 25, Christina. I am an awesomely cool 50. I'm just slumming with you guys. Slumming. I have an Inkman badge. That's how cool I am. Don't know what that is. I am also... Yeah, I think so. I am a erasure badge. I've washed away the memories of the ancestors who have no place. Oh, the ancestors are the floaty guys. Alright, so this is all Sue stuff. It depends on how fast this one goes. I'd say if we get done before like in the next 10 minutes, we'll do another one. If it's at like 1:45, then no. Going left because I have to be unpredictable sometimes. Oh, and then you went white. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You went right. You did. I have to I have to clip it sometime and send it to you, Christina. That Zach, I think I've mentioned the game Barony before, right? And you've most likely seen it. An 8-bit like dungeon crawl game. Yeah. So the Salt Raiders, that Kife group that's based out of Wales. They did 16 player. But they did it with food on, and that you dropped all of your stuff on death. And what else? Friendly fire was on. And so somebody get caught in a doorway and somebody else would lob a fireball in, and then you just see an explosion of stuff that they were carrying come out into a big pile of stuff. And then everybody try to pick it up because they don't get rezzed until you get to the next door. Once you go to the next level, everybody's rezzed and naked at that point. But the problem is they blow each other up so much that they're carrying all this equipment they can just barely crawl from place to place. But I was telling Christina the other day, there's one of them who has an American accent named Nia, also a streamer. They're all waiting for her at every exit of every mission. She goes, "Where are you guys? I can't see you guys." Christina's dying. I couldn't even tell on the screen, but I saw her eyes. But anyhow, they're all yelling for Nia. One of them says, "I swear to God, Nia, if you don't learn how to read a map." She goes, "I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I got lost once going through down a straight hallway. I got lost." And my chat never stopped giving me crap about it. I got your rest coming up. I need to find a way to get that to Christina, so she doesn't feel like this is something she's in on her own regarding gaming. And she games. She this is like a full-time thing for her. You know, the game, it was very funny, and you know, it's become part of her persona. What? Who's talking? Did you get somebody talking? Oh, okay. I never saw the civilian. What's over here? Oh, there's more voices over here. I'll see if I can't clip that tonight and send it off. Like inside of them? Do you do the whole "I'm trapped inside of a glass box and I can't get out" thing? The pulling a rope. Mm-hmm. You say that, but I don't think I would trust my life on it. I'm just saying. We can't talk about that though. Free me apparently. Oh, there's an exit. Wait, this is where we came in? I don't know where we came in. I'm also not seeing any way out of here. You might be onto something where you're going. That looks good. I would say I've been lost many times. I don't know that I've been lost. I'm like, I don't know where I am. It's not the same thing as being lost. From the place that you work. Effectively, yes, that was probably not the most amazing thing ever. I'm very scary. I do not. Me too. I think having medication would keep her from repeating that story. I think I'm on a level before you are, Christina. No, you're already level. That's right. Never mind. Well, it looks to... Well, no, this is going right, I guess. Depends on why you're getting lost. If you're overstimulated and you are distracted, and that's the reason you're getting lost, then yes. Well, I mean, the whole idea behind the inattentive thing is kind of the whole medication thing, right? Ah, dang it, the song's in my head. Oh, I just tried to watch the first episode. I couldn't make it more than 10 minutes. The Star Wars. Just tried. They got to Jar Jar Binks. I'm like, nope. Nope. I think I'm out. I've done my time. Yes. Because he's single-handedly responsible for the deaths of so many people. His vote was responsible for putting Palpatine in power. And it's not at all racist. Nah, not at all. Gigantically lipped alien that speaks with a Jamaican accent and has dreadlocks. Nah, what is racist about that? Nothing, I'll have you say. I'll have you say right now, nothing. And the Trade Federation, speaking like they're Asian and having the eyes that they had, also not racist. Not racist. I'm not usually one who sees these things everywhere, but he really made it pretty obvious. Really made it pretty darn obvious. What are we looking for? Any idea? It is. It's all him. He thought for sure that the kids will love Jar Jar Binks. Turns out the kids didn't love him, and the adults hated him. But you didn't see any of that, so wait a minute, you haven't seen any Star Wars. You watched like 10 minutes of the first one. And you said you didn't get it because you were trying to date Brian. You were not really interested in Star Wars at all. You're just trying to figure out how to get onto his couch. Yeah, what's that? Uh-huh. I would wager if you went out and after this you Googled most hated character in Star Wars franchise, the first 15 would be Jar Jar Binks. You went from oh, that's right. It's because the Senate was disbanded. Speaking of which, anybody know what's happening? Is it Peru? That the president decided to disband Congress? Yeah. I really should be more up on things in the Western Hemisphere than I am. All right, one more. Gotta be a quick one. I saw a quiz about, and I'm sorry if I've said this before. I think I was talking to Christina about it, where there was a poll saying, "What do you think should be taught, or what is lacking in our current school systems regarding education for kids? What are they leaving school and not having skill at?" And it came back as everything, but mostly critical thinking. But one of the top ones up there was geography. How nobody seems to understand where anything is in the world. Yeah, Africa is being one of the biggest countries. Yeah. Civics, the 3 branches of government. COVID hasn't been around for 4 years. COVID hasn't been around for 4 years. What? I swear I heard 4 years. Where does the 4 years come from? I swear you said it was deprioritized for the last 4 years. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the big thing, especially with kids now, is also that you know they've been very hardwired at this point in time to support the Ukraine no matter what. I don't know where that actually came into being, but none of them could tell you where the Ukraine is. None of them can tell you what the history of the Ukraine is. See, I'm just talking about actually, knowing what is a country. I'm not even talking about learning, a different language. I'm just saying, is Asia a country or is it a continent? How many oceans are there? What is the biggest ocean? You know, all these things. Where are the Great Lakes? What country? It's you never want to assume because in a lot of ways, kids are way smarter than we are in certain areas, but none of those areas are going to help them be able to make a living or to survive in anything other than a very controlled environment. I don't think that you can put that on schools. I think you I think you put that on parents. If the not even, yeah. And nowadays, especially, there are already, well, I guess to some degree, I can see it where it isn't necessarily on the parents. It's also on the colleges, because the colleges are starting to recruit kids already when they're 7 years old or 8 years old, or in seventh grade, I should even say. So they're getting pressure about where they're going to go to college before they've even gone to high school. Well, that's college, yeah. So they go to whatever premier high school is actually going to allow them to get the highest exposure. Not that they're going to learn anything there. I think I'm going to die here. Yep. I got rained on. I saw the jump. Oh. Apparently you res inside the cave. I did. Yeah, you res at the end of the cave. Yeah, there's a guy that was close to where I grew up. A couple years older than me. Was went to like a Division II college named John Offerdahl. And John Offerdahl ended up having a very good career in college, and he got drafted in the first round his junior year as a linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. You might actually even know who he is. So he was like rookie of the year, I believe, as a linebacker. But anyhow, he decided he didn't want to get drafted. He was not going to leave college until he got his degree. He got his degree in pre-med. And when he was in off season, he was back at school getting his medical degree. And when they interviewed him on it, because this was a big deal, you know, you can make millions. Why are you bothering with this? He goes, because football is a hobby, not a career. This is something I can maybe do for 5 or 10 years of my life. I need to have something I can do for the rest of my life that I can use to raise my family with. This is a great bonus for me. I can pay for a bunch of things. I may never hurt for money again regarding things, but this is not something that I need to spend the rest of my life doing or living around. And he retired. He got injured, I think, and he retired at the age of 28, 29. And as far as I know, he's a successful doctor. So, but he had his parents driving that, and he bought into it. It'd be very easy to say, you know what, I'm just going to beat myself until I'm in my 30s, get $80 million or so, and I'm going to coast on that for the rest of my life. I don't know what we're looking for. Do we miss like a turnoff somewhere? Oh, no, it's done. Nice. I honestly can't read the mission. So yes, that is correct. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Let's get the flock out. Nah, this may be our last one before next year. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to shut her down for the night. Saw some people drop in. I think we got up to like, oh, I don't know, double digits briefly. Where do you stopped in? Thanks for joining. If you subscribed or followed, or if you just lurked today, fantastic. Thanks for choosing us. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll be here tomorrow, so check us out.